Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is Friday, August 11, 2017. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in today. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, what you see here is the futures are trading higher by 2.25 points. They were just negative by about 3 points a little while ago. You can see over the past 30 minutes or so, futures have steadily been rising into positive territory. Now, yesterday, we had a pretty robust and big down day for the market. So any way you slice it or dice it, yesterday was certainly an ugly day. We'll see today if we do go back down or maybe the market stabilizes. Generally, after a big day, the next day is somewhat subdued. Doesn't mean you can't go lower. Just generally, it's much more subdued. You don't get such wild action as we saw yesterday. But we were long overdue for that. And yesterday, the market really sold off hard. Ultimately, we'll see if traders want to hold into the weekend with the North Korea conflict really building up of words between President Trump and the Korean president. And we'll see how this all shakes out. But either way, pretty important stuff out here, and we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, we have stocks in the news that we're going to focus on. First stock we're going to take a look at today is the biggest chip stock out there right now. I should say the most popular. Nvda is the ticker symbol. This is Nvda, and they reported earnings last night after the closing bell. Stock right now is trading at $154.25. It traded as low as almost $150.20 today. So again, Nvidia under pressure. The stock did close at $164.74. So this is a pretty good haircut for the stock. This could weigh on some semiconductor names today. Watch the SMH. That could be under a little bit of pressure, and it is. You could also watch stocks like Micron. That could be under a little bit of pressure. Not doing too poorly here. Also, AMD could be under some pressure from it. So again, we'll watch that pretty closely. I'll have gap levels for Nvidia this morning in the intraday stock chat room. They'll be posted up at 9 o'clock. So again, if you want to come over and trade alongside of me, I will be here at 9 o'clock with the gap levels. And again, we're going to have some mathematical levels and some gap levels out here. Let's take a look at JWN, which is Nordstrom. This stock right now is trading at $45 a share, closed at $44.87, so it's kind of flat at the moment. Still a fair amount of support here. I'll have mathematical levels ready for that one just in case they do get down into my areas. Next up, we want to take a look at SNAP. This is Snapchat, or better known as Snap. Stock is trading at $12.15. It closed at $13.77. Due to this being pretty much a new issue, it's only about 6 months old now, it's very hard for me to give you any kind of definitive level on this name. So again, we'll look at it once the opening bell rings, but I'm not looking to do much with it ahead of the opening bell today. Let's get back to retail. We talked about Nordstrom already. Let's talk about Jcpenney. Jcpenney retreating. I think this might be a new all-time low. The stock is trading at $3.65. It closed at $4.71 last night. This is after earnings. Jcpenney getting hammered down here. Again, I don't even see a level for this one. I would just leave it alone altogether. We'll see how it plays out in the future. But this is not a pretty picture for Jcpenney today. Let's take a look at CUDA, which is Barracuda. And what you're going to see here is this stock is getting a pop. It looks like it's going to be part of the S&P 500, the S&P 600. So again, this is joining the S&P 600. Nice little pop there. Closed at $21.81. Now trading at $22.60. So we'll see how that plays out. I'll watch for levels there. I don't really see this getting much. Going up much above the 23.10 level, but nonetheless, we'll keep an eye on it once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at NWSA. You're going to see that this is trading at around $13.68, basically right where it closed. Looks like they had earnings. No movement yet, but we will watch News Corp once the opening bell rings. This could be in play today after earnings. Now, a couple things I want to go over real quick. The Shanghai Composite last night sold off really sharply. We had a pretty good decline in China last night. I think that was down about 1.6% or so. Here's the Shanghai. So we did have a pretty good sell-off last night in China. So anytime you get that big sell-off in China, you want to watch the Chinese ADRs today. So keep on the radar all of the leading Chinese ADRs. It's been a while since I've said that. But we could have stocks like WB trading a little bit lower, and that is trading a little bit lower. Also watch NetEase, which was hammered yesterday. That should be pretty weak today. Sina Corp. All the Chinese ADRs, if the U.S. markets start to sell, these are very, very vulnerable to selling off yesterday. Now, a lot of them fell with the U.S. markets yesterday already, but they could see more downside pressure today if the markets sell off into the close. So keep the Chinese ADRs on watch. They'll be in play today. And again, I'll be talking about them throughout the course of the session in the intraday stock chat room. So if you have not done so, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we're doing live time as we do it. All right, gold today is trading up $1.70 to $1,291 an ounce. The GLD this morning, which is a good gold ETF, trading at 122.25. Again, basically flat from yesterday's close. Let's take a look at crude oil. Crude oil is down 11 cents to $48.48 a barrel. Let's take a look at the USO. The USO this morning, which is a good oil ETF, trading at $9.93. Not really much movement from yesterday's close either. So oil and gold are really pausing here. We'll see how this market plays out, but we have lots of action. Volatility really kicked up yesterday. We'll see if it calms down a little bit today, but there should be some good action out here right around the opening bell. So again, if you have not done so, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room, and you'll see what we're doing in here. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.